In less than 30 days, a judge will decide whether Wade Wilson will spend the rest of his life in prison or be put to death. I'm Fox 4 senior reporter Caitlin Knapp, and since the trial started, I've been covering it every step of the way. And because of that, I found out that people have been writing to the judge from across the country, asking him to spare Wilson's life. Judge Nick Thompson has received more than 10 letters, some pages long. One person said in their 7-page letter, "Please let Wade live." Another, "He is a human being who, despite his flaws, deserves mercy and the possibility of rehabilitation." On top of that, there are petitions online with more than 30,000 signatures asking the judge to spare Wilson's life. And though it's not clear if it's legitimate, someone started a Fundly raising more than $11,000 for Wilson's, quote, legal and medical support. So how much of all of this does a judge have to take into consideration legally? I talked to a lawyer to find out. The trial and conviction of Wade Wilson has gone viral. Now we wait to see if Judge Nick Thompson will sentence Wilson to life in prison or death.
The judge can go either way. He can say death penalty, or he can say life without parole.
FGCU professor and lawyer Pamela C. says despite the jury recommending death,
there is no mandate that says he has to do what the jury recommends.
Since the recommendation, people from South Carolina, California, and as far as Canada are sending these letters to the judge, asking him to spare Wilson's life. Does the judge have to take any of that into account?
No, he does not. The judge has to take into account the recommendation from the jury and the factual information that is available to him from the trial itself, both the guilty phase and the penalty phase.
But there's a catch.
However, if the judge happens to read them and sees, well, I hadn't thought about it that way, perhaps the judge can use it in asking questions of the prosecution and defense and needing further information.
The judge does have the law as a baseline.
The judge looks to the aggravating circumstances and looks to only those aggravating circumstances that were determined unanimously by the jury.
He looks at mitigating circumstances, what the defense presented during the penalty phase. There's also what's called a Spencer hearing, where both sides show the judge more evidence.
The judge will look to what does the law say when it relates to the penalty to be given for this offense.
Wilson is expected to be sentenced on August 27th, and like I've been doing, I will be in that courtroom to bring the decision. Caitlin Knapp, Fox 4.